Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. Well, we have some important news that we need to discuss today regarding our health. So there has been an outbreak of the bird flu, or what is scientifically known as avian influenza. And it has caused the egg prices to drastically increase, and it may lead to a shortage. And we can talk about those effects a little bit later, but let's take some time to unpack the bird flu. So the bird flu is a virus that is found in certain birds or different types of birds, and it can be transmitted to humans. So what do we know about viruses? Well, we know that from the previous video, we've learned that viruses replicate, and because they lack that cell wall, they aren't able to be cured via antibiotics. So if you come in contact with the virus, it has to run its course. The stronger your immune system is, the better off you'll be, right? So immunity is key. So if you think back a couple of years, I'm not really sure how long ago, but I do recall us having a bird flu outbreak some years ago, and that was a different strain. So this strain that we are currently dealing with has been labeled the H5N1 strain. So it's still a flu virus, but it's a different strain because, again, the viruses are able to replicate pretty rapidly, right? What does that mean for us as common people who may come in contact with this? Well, of course, we do want to make sure that we're taking the time to properly boost our immune system by taking our vitamins and supplements, getting sunlight, eating a healthy diet, and taking the time to exercise. The interesting thing about this bird flu outbreak is that Moderna was recently granted, and I want to look at my notes to make sure I tell you all the right amount. So they received $590 million to develop a vaccine. So it sounds very political, right? Because if the researchers are in the labs and they are working with these animals, who's to say that they didn't inject one of the chickens or birds with the strain and then give it to a farmer and it spread that way? We don't know all of the details behind the scenes, but I find it very interesting that we have an outbreak. Now Moderna has received this insanely large amount of money to produce a vaccine for a strain that could replicate and turn into something else next year. That's the problem with viruses, is once they replicate and they turn into a different strain, then of course they're going to say, oh, we need to come up with another vaccine. But the vaccines don't cure the person who's being injected, right? And you may have some adverse side effects from the vaccine, like we are currently seeing with the COVID vaccines, if you pay attention. So bird flu is the hot topic, and just be sure that you are taking your vitamin supplements, and if you aren't able to purchase organic eggs, or if you don't already have eggs that you previously purchased before this time, then you may want to do a little bit of research, right? In the event that you come in contact or your family member does, there are natural supplements and things that you can take to help your body fight it off a little bit faster. But this is not cause for an alarm, because like I previously said, we were exposed to a different bird flu strain some years ago, and we all turned out okay. It's no different than the swine flu, the equine flu, or any other type of flu. It's just a marketing ploy to instill fear in the common public and for the pharmaceutical companies to capitalize off of the vaccines. So just make sure that you're doing what you can to keep your immune system boosted. If you feel like you come in contact with eggs that have potentially been infected, throw them away and continue to go about your day-to-day life. The one thing that I would recommend is not buying into the fear tactics of the media, because that's essentially what it is. They are releasing fear to get a rise out of the country, and then Moderna is going to come in with the vaccine to save the day, and then all of a sudden everything is going to be okay and the bird flu will go away, and then we'll have to deal with whatever they decide to push out next. So with regard to the media and the news, take it with a grain of salt. Some people watch it, some people don't. I choose not to. If there's an article or something that I'm interested in reading to become more knowledgeable about the topic, then I will do so. But all they are doing is trying to instill fear in you so that they can push the vaccine on you and your family. And again, the strain can replicate easily next year or next month. Within the next 6 months, it may be something else. So the vaccine, of course, will not cover that strain, and then they'll have to develop a new vaccine if that's what they so choose to do. But taking care of your body holistically, taking your vitamins and supplements and eating properly are the best way to continue to fight off the viruses, the bacterial infections, and any other type of infections that we may endure or come in contact with during these colder winter months. So I hope that this video was informative. If you have questions, feel free to send me an email, and I look forward to speaking with you next time. Until then, heal holistically.